Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft has been working on for Windows 11 build 26300.8376 in the experimental channel of the Windows Insider program. These changes are part of version 25H2, but they are expected to become part of version 26H2 when it releases later this year. Also, these improvements are associated with the Windows K2 initiative, a Microsoft effort to improve Windows 11 quality and regain users' trust. Some of these changes also apply to build 26.220.8270 in the beta channel. First, Microsoft is introducing several new precision touchpad gesture features through the Settings app, expanding customization and navigation options across Windows 11. The new settings include controls for scroll and zoom speed, allowing users to adjust baseline sensitivity for touchpad gestures. The software giant is also adding automatic scrolling, which keeps scrolling active without lifting your fingers. This gesture can be triggered by moving your fingers near the edge of the touchpad while scrolling or pressing harder while holding them still, although the latter requires compatible hardware. In addition, accelerated scrolling dynamically increases scrolling speed during repeated gestures, making it easier to move quickly through long documents and web pages. Another addition is the single finger scrolling, which is this one right here, which enables vertical scrolling with one finger by swiping along the left or right of the edge of the touchpad. While most functionalities will work across apps, some features may require updated WinApp SDK versions to be fully supported in WinUI 3 applications. File Explorer is getting several improvements around reliability, readability, and navigation. The address bar now supports path with double backslashes and question marks, improving compatibility with different input format. So basically, you can now use path like this on the address bar, something that was not previously allowed. Also, according to the company, the suggestion drop box, which is this one right here, should close more reliably after selecting a item. One important change is also happening on the details view, which now will give you size not only on kilobytes, but also in megabytes and gigabytes, depending on the site, as you can see right here. Microsoft has also fixed issues affecting rename experience, including repeated text selection and delays in showing case-sensitive changes across local and cloud storage. In addition, keyboard navigation for context menu flyout has been improved. One thing that the company didn't mention is that the context menu now includes a refresh button right here. So it makes it easier to refresh the page without having to reach to the button in the address bar. Furthermore, there is a new print option that allows you to print directly without having to open the file. The Touchpad and File Explorer improvements are only available in the experimental channel. They are not yet available in the beta track. The company is also introducing a new upgrade path that allows eligible K-12 organizations to move devices from Windows 11 Home to Windows 11 Pro Education at no extra cost. The change is designed to help school purchase low-end home edition devices and later bring them under the school management. To upgrade, users must be signed in with a local account, then run the clip upgrade.exe command on elevated command prompt, and after signing in with a qualifying K-12 organization account, the operating system will check eligibility and prepare the upgrade to complete the process. And that's it. Those were the biggest changes that we're going to see on Windows 11 build 26300.8376. Now, the company has also released several other improvements for the operating system. For example, there are several fixes, including improved Japanese IME reliability when administrator protection is enabled. In addition, the development team has resolved a VPN-related hang that was causing notification problems and preventing some apps from launching correctly. Now, let's look at the experimental features that Microsoft allows you to turn on in this preview build. So first, let's go to the Settings app. Then we're going to go to the Windows Update page and then to the Insider Programs page. From here, we're going to go to the Feature Flags page. And these are the current list of features that we can enable manually. Some of these features may be already available on your computer, but if they're not, you can force enable them by selecting the Enable option. and then clicking the Apply Changes and restarting the computer. Just remember that the flags that you can enable on this page might change over time, and the ones that are related to this preview build includes the enhancement for the touchpad and the free upgrade to Windows 11 Pro Education for K-12. That's it. That's everything you need to know in the latest preview build of Windows 11. Let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.